Hello everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome to Space Engineers. We're back doing another Steam Workshop review today. In front of us we have the Valiant class Super Heavy Cruiser from the Halo universe. If you follow Halo lore, you know what the Valiant is. It's similar in the style to the rest of the Halo cruisers like Pillar of Autumn and stuff like that, so you can kind of get the gist of it. But anyway, this amazing creation is vanilla, by the way. It is by Mr. Evan312. We've seen loads of his creations on the workshop. They're some of the best Halo creations available to us in Space Engineers. I think we can happily give him that title. His Infinity was amazing, he did, and he did a few others we tested around with. The small ships as well. I think we played with frigates, didn't we? Yeah, it was the UNSC frigates we played with. They were amazing. But anyway, we're going to be jumping into a Valiant class today. For stars, we're going to take a look around at the exterior detail of the ship. Starting at the front, you have the sort of thing all Halo sort of ships go for. It's basically antenna pylons in a way. It's basically antennas how they detect like slip space stuff and all the sciencey jazz that's meant to be in Star Trek but has wound its way into Halo. So we've got antenna pylons, we've got navigation lights here, we've got our Mac batteries, but obviously this is vanilla, so we're using rocket launchers instead. One thing this does come with is nuclear missiles. They don't actually come with a ship because they're blueprints. They're meant to be up in here somewhere, but sadly alas we don't have them. Because you need the blueprints or something like that, but I've not loaded them in because, I'm done. Anyway, yeah, so we're looking at the ship here. What's in here? See, I get distracted when looking at ships. So there's an antenna hidden behind here, along with conveyor tubes as well. That's interesting. Obviously, UNSC ships mostly are like giant armor slabs in a way, it's just hull plating on hull plating. Obviously, you had like 23mm thick hull plating, or meters, whatever it was. I can't remember the exact measure. I don't think it's 23mm. It might be, to be honest. Trying to measure it in my hands. That might be maybe centimeters. Yeah, I don't know. But yes, anyway. Moving along the exterior, we've got a vast variety of colours here. We've got grey, we've got some black on top as well. So maybe that's heavy armour. Grey is lighter armour. And then the normal UNSC grey is the normal standard armour. Passageway blocks here to create sort of an indent into the ship. This is a really cool design idea. Instead of just leaving the block open, it sort of curves it in slightly. You can see the curves just going around here. Then they loop back on themselves and come back around like that. Pretty simple. A few heavy armor blocks here just to offset it slightly. Now you see, without those passageways, the design detail wouldn't be there that much, and with them it really does create something cool. Over here we have some tyres with red lights on them just to create sort of navigation lights. So when you scroll away you can see the navigation lights here. We've got side weapons here, we've got 4 rocket launchers, and there's 4 on each side, and that is just OP. No, wait, no, 6. 6 rocket launchers on each side. This thing is armed to the teeth. So basically these are probably meant to replicate the Archer missiles we hear so much about in the Halo universe. Still, pretty cool. Moving along, we've got a door over here. It's always good to have a door inside a ship. We'll check out the interior in a bit. A connector on the side here so you can dock up with other stations and ships and stuff like that. Gatling turret, we've not got many of those, but I guess it acts as a point defense weapon. If enemy missiles are incoming and stuff like that. So we've got those. Iron thrusters up here. Now remember, this is purely vanilla, so don't expect this to be completely accurate to what Halo actually is. Sadly, we're never going to be able to pull it off with vanilla unless we do everything complete 1-to-1 scale, which I think we even so will be stretching it. Over here we've got more turrets, and we've got giant iron thrusters for backwards thrust, another navigation light, some sideways thrust, and our giant engines over here. I always love the engines on the Halo cruisers because they're just so massive, they really are, for what they are. It's how many engines can they fit on a ship is basically what they're doing. Meanwhile, this looks really cool. One thing I always found weird about a Valiant is usually UNSC ships curve around the engines like symmetrical, but here the Valiant sort of cuts it off. It's weird, I don't know why. But yes, it's similar same on both sides, we've covered that. Underneath we've got iron thrusters, and that's about it to be honest. I think this is an observation deck, is it? I don't know. Is it the observation deck? No, that's the bridge. We'll be in a minute. That's the bridge. I thought it was the obs deck. Whoops. I'm thinking Spirit of Fire. Yeah, connector underneath as well. We've got Gatlings, and we've got the spacer missiles, which I don't have, sadly. On top of the ship, we've got a connector, some lights, some pylons, more pylons, a Gatling, another missile up here. I should really have added them in, shouldn't I? More pylons up here and everything. Anyway, let's jump into the interior. The interior of Mr. Evans' ship's always my favourite, just to see what he's come up with in a way. So let's get our way through here. We started in a hangar bay, by the way. There's a little hangar bay, sort of down there, both sides. I think this can fit one of his Pelicans in, or even one of his fighters. I don't know for sure, though. Moving up here, if we go along the main stairwell, then around here, let's see what we got. I'm surprised he didn't use corner lights, to be honest. Surprised about that. Walking through here, this is the Cryo Bay. There we go, the Cryo Bay and Medical Bay. Plenty of Medical Bays and 2 Cryo Bays. Not bad at all, so you got some room for some crew. I think this is just port and starboard airlocks, isn't it? That's port and starboard airlocks, fair enough. We'll pop back down here in that case. Now I think this heads towards the bridge. I think. So it's a relatively small interior, yet but effective. So this is a bridge to the UNSC Valiant class. It's a super heavy cruiser. I think, what was the famous one called? It was the UNSC Everest, wasn't it? Yeah, Preston Cole, I think that was his name. I think his name was Admiral Cole. I can't remember if he was Preston Cole. But I know he's Admiral Cole, one of like the greatest UNSC commanders, commanded a Valiant class super heavy cruiser, and it was called the UNSC Everest, and he lost it in the Battle of what was the battle called? I can't remember now. He detonated the sun, and it all blew up. Luckily, the UNSC force escaped, but it wiped out 300 Covenant vessels because of detonation of the sun. Sadly, I can't remember the name of the battle though. But yes, this is a bridge. Pretty simple, to be honest. Just a bunch of consoles around here. Maybe a future edition, Mr. Evan might set some LCD scripts. Be pretty cool to maybe have them. But otherwise, you can do that for yourself if you download a ship. You're more than welcome to obviously play with them. There's also an interior turret in here. I've only just noticed that. So if intruders do get aboard, they can be shot. Let's hop in and give it a test drive. What other systems we got then? We got, what's reading here? This ship is 1 to 10 scale, by the way. It's 100% light armor construction and cannot fly on planet's atmosphere. Ah, well. Now we've got our MAC cannons up front. We've got a camera as well. Weapons. We've got connector. Oh, I should get out of that one, to be honest. And a jump drive. Jump. Engage slipspace protocols. Situation report, please. Hey, we made it way there. I always love the jump animations. I always have to stay silent and listen to it because it's so cool. Oh, we turned the ship off. But yeah, this has been the UNSC Valiant cruiser, super heavy cruiser. I don't really know what much to say about it, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty simple design, and again, it's vanilla. But Mr. Evan has done a perfect job. I mean, it's a nice little project, to be honest. I'll give him credit for it. It's very cool. Even with vanilla, Mr. Evan always seems to pull off like a really good amount of detailing towards the UNSC and Halo, the lore of that. So you can tell Mr. Evan is definitely a massive, massive, massive Halo fan. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the link down in the description so you can go and see Mr. Evan's amazing creation. It's pretty awesome. He's done a fantastic job on this one. So like I said, thank you for watching. I've been Camjack. Hope you enjoyed this little short video on the Valiant class Super Heavy Cruiser. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.